Alright, so I've recently been inspired to make these videos. I have a friend whose brother has started making them. It's this guy named McLean Portis. He has a YouTube channel called Live2, and you probably know him from TikTok because that is his more famous platform. But he is a really good filmmaker that has found a new niche in the filmmaking industry. He's going around finding people with hidden talents, like the people, singers, musicians. From what I've seen, he might be doing other things now, but from what I've seen so far, it's musicians. Now that I have gone back in the video, oh, this is probably where the better lighting is, yeah. Turns out he has interviewed or gone and looked at underrated artists as well, like artists like that make stuff like this. And look behind me, my art. Yeah, but I think he was mostly talking about like more like sketch artists and stuff. I didn't get to watch the video because I was too busy filming mine, so I just happened to scroll through and see it today. I just didn't watch it. Sounds stupid, I know, but I didn't have time. Yeah, update. And these musicians are really good. He goes and finds them and tries to get them discovered. I think this guy named, look it up, Chase Pays. It's a rapper. He goes to University of Southern California. McLean was doing a thing for his professor or whatever, and he walked in on their music class, and they were performing original songs, and well, he stuck out to him, so McLean went and made him famous. And that's really cool. That's inspired me to do a lot of things with filmmaking. I've started to get stuff to do more my photography, filmmaking, work on all my stuff. As you can see, I hooked up a mic here versus up here. That mic was horrible up there. Now I can just talk to this and you can hear me a little bit better. So, anywho, that's what has inspired me to make these videos. What I'm mostly going to do is my creative arts. So, as you can see, I'm a guitarist and photographer. I love doing this. It's just part of me. And I think it's a really cool thing. But besides me just venting and saying, oh yeah, this is cool stuff, I'm gonna show you how I Photoshop my photos. That's repetitive. How I edit my photos.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh.
Now, me being I know this lens cost a lot, but this is birthday gift. This is my 16th birthday. I'm not getting a car. I got a really nice lens instead. But I've only have the CS6 programs, so I don't have Lightroom. For y'all wondering of what I'm using Camera Raw and the Photoshop CS6. It works for me. The Premiere works. It's just they didn't have Lumetri, and that gets on my nerves. So let me boot up my OBS so y'all can see. I'm gonna like stop this for just a sec while I hook the face cam up to there. Sorry, I just had to find a way to hook up my cam, so I can just use the face cam in my video. And now we are in my computer. Now currently it's me in the corner. Let me see how Photoshop runs. I can have that little spot monitoring, because then I can run her in 1080. I think this is a 1080 crop from what I'm looking at. That's a 1080 crop. Okay. These are random photos that I've taken with the 780-200. So this is my friend's cat. Let me bring this in so y'all can see it. My friend's cat, Garfield. Let me reset everything that I've done in this. Because that's the only thing I have to come in and do. This is what I got as one. This is a DNG file, because none of this can run compressed RAW 3. Now, compressed RAW 3 is Canon's new RAW. It's their new RAW thing, and I don't like it as much as CR2 because this can't natively open it. So I have to go to a file called Adobe DNG. Now it's an annoying process. Like I have to go select the folder and then select the files from it. But it's versus me just shooting RAW and just clicking, okay, done, RAW. I'll have to do that. This I have to convert it so I can actually use it as a RAW file. Anywho, besides that on that, this is what I do. I get in here. I'm a bit like Peter McKinnon when it comes to this. I like dropping the highlights so I can preserve it. I don't know if I really need to drop them in here, but I'm going to drop them a little bit. Boost the shadows. Now, I lower the blacks, bring up the white so it looks really punchy. I like that punchiness. That's the part I like about Peter McKinnon right there. Punchiness and clarity. He uses how Peter McKinnon edits a photo. No offense, Peter, but this is how you used to edit. Let's see. Wow, shit, that's not the, pardon my language. That's not the, Pete McKinnon class. It's that. And voila, ladies and gentlemen, Pete McKinnon edits a photo. That looks so desatted compared to what I just had it on. Oh my lord. Okay, so this is Kelvin and stuff. What is that in my camera? Oh yeah, forgot. That's why it looks desatted. I forgot to bring the clarity back down. I'll leave it around 20. I think it's one of his videos, like explaining how he edits photos. Jeez, lisp. Explaining on how he edits the photos. That he only leaves it about 20 now. He used to love the clarity slider. Now you can go into your HSL, or is that? There it is. Or wait, there. That's the HSL look. Sometimes I'll come and mess with this if it's a special photo, but I've made my own RAW presets. Yeah, I don't have Lightroom, so I can't use Lightroom presets. I gotta put the screen away. Every time I look over here, it distracts me. Give me a sec. I think we're good. I think we're good again. I actually might want to bring up the ISO. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that up so I can actually. Alright, that's better. I have Apple Orchard. I'll go through and see how each affects my thing. Tropical Goodness, I'd never use in a portrait because it blows out skin tones. Kind of looks good on Garfield, not gonna lie, but Forced on, like, this is not. And Rainforest does that. Rainforest is like a clarity. I like this, but looking back on it now, it's not too as punchy as I wanted it. So I wanted to drop the highlights even more so I can bring up those whites. Yeah, I don't want to blow out all Garfield though. Shadows. That's how I edit a lot of my photos, like that. That's not the prime example of what I want to do. I'm gonna look through and see if I got. Oh, that's gone big again. This is my organization, random project. This is what used to be my. This is how this used to be kind of organized. This is an external hard drive. I love them, but I went and got so much storage in this computer. So I'll go in this raw. Forgot what's in this one. Ah, there. See, this was from the fishing trip. I can get another dog one. Or I should probably do as promised with this. And edit the picture of my main man, Nathan. Now, as you can see, took this with the 50mm f1.8. It was really dark out, so I managed to get it through this. Let's see if I see it. This is gonna be trippy if I can do this. Whoa, that's kind of whack. It's kind of whack. I digress. Oh, let me zoom that. There. That's gonna look a little bit better than it did. You can only see more. Do I have to edit? Do I have to bring that in a little bit more? Oh, give me a sec. Yeah, that'd have been done in a lot more. So now that I have that selected. Oh, Lord. Did not mean to do that. This is the original photo. Everything's default. I think the exposure was actually pretty good. Sharpness there, and there was good. Now, I don't know if there's. Well, yeah, I can stand and bring down the highlights on those. Boost the shadows, of course. I'm boosting them all the way because I like a really punchy photo. Because see before, that didn't look as good, and that didn't look as punchy to me. I like a punchy photo. This is an action, and I love the shadows that it shows and all the different stuff it reveals. When I do that, I can reveal more details, and I like looking at details when I look at my photos. Again, bring the clarity up. Before, after. I can scream at the curve if I want to. Yeah, not a big threat. Holy vignette! I didn't realize how much of a vignette this one put on here. I kind of like the vignette that was on there. I'm not gonna fully apply it because I like the effects that this lens leaves behind, but now I go back in here. Could be the fact that it seems a little thin for me. That's a little bit of noise. I was checking to see if I had noise in through here. Now here's where the fun begins. I could do apple orchard. Apple orchard doesn't look good. Teal orange. Forest Dawn kind of looks good on that. Let me default this. I want to see the difference between that. If I read this, it kind of brings out a little bit more of the tan. Makes it a little more tan. Tropical Goodness is, like, again, does not look good for that. this is actually one of the moments that I'll go in and mess with the HSL sliders. I'll bring that there, but I'll also bring the limits down. This is high. Out of my photos. Anywho, talking back to the video thing. I think it'd kind of be cool to start something up where you could use like undiscovered people's music, like it can be undiscovered, like what McLean Portis is doing, like all those undiscovered artists and stuff. But I think undiscovered musicians, and you'd come up with some sort of platform that you can. I wouldn't like make it paid or anything. Like if you wanted to make money, sure, but I'm not a big fan of artists and stuff like that because it's too much money. Then again, there's people that get paid for the music, but this is a way for people to get exposure, and for me to have good music for videos, and other people to have good music for videos. It's a win-win situation, kind of, because if your videos get exposure, then so does the artist, and you also have to shout the artist at the end of it. But yeah, I gotta find some sort of music for this. I hadn't found it yet. I'll probably go in the regular Photoshop and unless wait, can I create a gradient for this? Oh, I didn't know I can graduated filters. I didn't know how to graduate a filter until I looked at that. Yeah, I'll be using that more often. I could save so many of my photos, but wait, hold up. I guess it didn't show up. If I've written TJ about warfare, modern warfare. Anywho, this is what I have my Photoshop, and I like the photography setting. I like being able to zoom in and look at my image. Now I can try it with a regular unsharp mask. Use that over any other sharpening thing. It's adding a bit of grain in the image. Now this is a technique that a lot of people like to use, but the only problem with this is it can sometimes get out of hand. But for this, I like it. Because you have something slightly blurry and it brings sharpness to it, but you gotta be really careful when doing it. So I go with a high pass filter. You're like, oh my god, what happened to the color in the image when you do it, right? No worries, I'll show you how to fix it once you do that. You do the high pass. You don't want too much color to show up. I'm looking at a little bit of color showing up in this, but you can also make a mask and mask out. And you can see the simple overlay of them, right? That's what you want to do, or the embossing of them, I guess is what they'd call it. You can see the outline. Through there. Through there. The fishing pole, his hat, clothes, legs, and a bit of the ocean. Now you go into your filters, overlay. I actually like what this did, because I can see it's a bit sharper than what it was. This is kind of like using the clarity slider, but it actually enhances a lot of the detail. Now this is a fun thing I like doing. You go in and use that. You could just screw around like that and your whatnot with the just click reds and do that. But oh Jesus Christ. Oh, my head blocks out my music, so I don't have to worry about copyright and stuff. I like this. But anywho, I'm on reds, so I can go on this and click the eyedropper tool. Now the eyedropper tool, you can really specify colors and stuff, like in certain photos, like car photos for example. If you want to change the color of a car, But with this, I like doing this and clicking the specific photo or color I want, and that gets that specific color of red in there. And I can make it really vibrant, edit the colors. And you're like, oh my god, it's making him so orange and stuff. And I can also make a gradient with this. Now I gotta make sure your mask is selected, or otherwise you're gonna end up with something hideous. And it barely affects Nathan, kind of. Let me do a control. Maybe if I do it like that, and it affects a little bit of the light, so it can actually look pretty realistic when you do that. Yeah. I like doing that. And that is how I edit photos. Subscribe, please. I need help. And I'm just no laughing matter. I'm laughing because I'm nervous. That's a joke, but yeah. Please, subs. And likes would be greatly appreciated as well. Go check out McLean Portis' channel. It's called Live 2. Really cool channel. And see y'all in the next vid.